Well, good afternoon, people.
Yeah, it's still afternoon.
It's afternoon. So this is our final thoughts of our cruise that you just finished watching. If you did watch, we want to thank you for watching it. We want to thank you for the comments. We want to thank you for the thumbs up. We're new into this part of videoing because we always vlogged our lives, daily lives, but now we do adventures. So we're starting from scratch. So we're thank you for everyone who subscribed to us as well. But anyway, what we like to do is as you saw the videos of all the days we did, we also like to give you a final thoughts of what we thought. Now, understand that this cruise was done in January. As we're recording this, we are in the middle of March, so we've a little bit of time. So I have my little cheat sheet to make sure that we don't forget things. So let's just start off with the basic stuff. Getting to the port, very simple. We fortunately live in the area, so we had somebody drive us there. As you saw, if you watched the first video, you saw that there was a lot of snow. And on the cruise ship, you saw the snowmen and all those kind of great things there. But getting to the port was very simple, very easy. We're about 15 minutes away, roughly. So getting to the port was really easy for us. And if you are flying in or driving in, you stayed the night before, there are hotels that are really close that will accommodate you, and actually they will take you to the port, I think free of charge, or at least with a small minimal pay, instead of actually paying at the port. If you stay at the port with your car, as of 2024, beginning of it, it is $15 a day. So that's still pretty reasonable. And we would have done that too if we couldn't get a ride on the snow day. But anyway, so getting on the ship was pretty simple, pretty easy. We got through customs and everything
Smoothly.
very, very smoothly, almost to the point. Now, we did a Carnival cruise last year at the same port, and they had sniffing dogs, but they didn't have that.
They didn't have it this time.
They didn't have it with the Royal Caribbean stuff, so maybe that's just something different. Maybe that's something that just Carnival does. The layout of the ship, what did you think of it? It's a small ship. It is the smallest class that Royal Caribbean has.
I think the layout was pretty easy. I mean, like you said, it was a small ship, so getting around the ship was a lot easier than being on, the larger ships.
Yeah, so in our room, you saw there was a junior suite, so that room was pretty good for us.
It's a room.
It's a room. But it was junior suites. It gave you a bathtub.
Yes, it did.
So junior suites will give you a bathtub. Of just a regular balcony will not. So
I get spoiled every once in a while. This doesn't happen all the time.
No, as we're recording this, it's in, like I said, it's the middle of March. We get it in May. We go on our next cruise, which she does not have a junior suite. So she'll have to be back to a balcony. Poor baby. So anyway, let's go over to the.
He used to love me.
Let's go over the food. I can tell you that the first night we ate at Izumi's, the sushi and all that. What'd you think of that?
I would have ate there every night if I could afford it.
Yeah, that was really good. We had a great waitress. She took care of us. We asked for a recommendation. She was perfect, on point with it.
Yes.
Definitely there. So that's the only specialty place we ate at.
Yes.
We did eat at the MDR most of the nights, and I think we did a buffet one night. I think. So what? I don't remember so much the buffet dinner. I don't know if we even ate the dinner. I think we ate MDR every night we could.
Yeah.
So maybe we didn't, but we did have breakfast at the buffet. And what'd you think?
Okay. It's breakfast. I realize that it's going to sound like I'm whining. I got tired of the same stuff all the time. It was the same stuff all the time. But again, it's breakfast. There isn't a whole lot you can do for breakfast. And I'm, I guess, a little bit picky and tried to stay away from the dessert things and all of that. But it got to the point where I was done. I could have skipped breakfast. But I mean, there was plenty of there to eat. It was just the same stuff.
Yeah, we should have spent a couple of days going to the MDR for breakfast. That would have probably been.
Yeah, would have broke it up.
So
yeah.
So that's what we did. I mean, you can only get so much eggs and so much pancakes, so much.
Exactly.
So, and we did eat there a couple of times for lunch. It was okay. So, at a rating of food on the buffet style, 1 to 10, what would you give it? Not because of you have to give it the taste and the quality, not because you got tired of it.
I'd probably give it a 7.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Zoomies, I forgot to say, we probably do the same thing.
25.
Yeah, probably that too. So, and then the MDR food. Every night was different, as you all saw. That I showed you the menu of that. But what did you think of that?
It was good. We had two different waiters. One wasn't as personal. Well, actually, neither one was really personal. I don't
But the
know.
assistant was much better.
Yeah, the assistant was nicer, but I mean, our food came out on time and all that, but they didn't spend the time normally like on the other
Yeah,
cruises.
it wasn't much interaction.
Yeah, they didn't interact with us hardly at all.
Yeah. So that was it. All right. So what would you give the food from 1 to 10?
I would probably give it an 8.
Yeah, the food was pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say for the MDR food, that was really good.
Yeah.
The other activities we did. So you saw a lot of the activities, a lot of different shows and all that. For most shows, let's just, instead of going through every show, like all the shows, what would you give an overall rating of those shows?
I'd probably give them an 8.
I liked Abbey Road. That was the Beatles thing.
Yeah, I'd probably
That would be a
give
10,
that
a 9 or a
10.
9.5,
Yeah.
10. You obviously didn't see many clips of it because copyright, but they were really, really good. I would
were.
definitely go see them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they were to do it again, I would go for them. The comedian, I think I've already told you guys in the videos that we didn't vlog any of him because we've seen him 3 other times on other cruises.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the same cruise ship, other cruise ships.
Yeah.
He's just a traveling guy. It seems like we just have to be in the same one. I'll be surprised. I would be shocked if he's the one we're going through next.
Yeah.
So that's the one on the West Coast. I don't think so. Anyway, so overall the shows were good. The entertainment, I should say. The activities we did, because understand, we are usually going to summertime. We are usually pool deck people. We stay on the pool deck. That's what we do. But with this cruise being in January, the first few days we had to find other things to do, which I really enjoyed.
I did.
Would I have rather been on the pool deck? Maybe so, but at least now we got to experience people who don't do pool decks all the time. What they're like. We played bingo.
I won.
Yeah, you did win one game. We did a lot of name that tunes. The other entertainments we got involved with. The one we couldn't record because there was nobody to record it is when we actually got picked on to go up there and do something.
Me and my loud mouth.
That's what happens.
I'll be quiet next time. The guy actually said, "Oh, we're picking you because you're a loud drunk lady," and I wasn't even drunk. I'm
Right.
like, "Oh my."
Wasn't even drinking. Wasn't even drinking at that particular time. So anyway, that would be yeah. I mean, but I enjoyed it even though we got caught up there. So
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So we found though, going in January, we found that it was more of a relaxation.
Yes.
My wife, go ahead.
A lot of parents had taken their kids out of school.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
For this cruise. So
That
there
was
was a lot of kids on the ship, which was surprising. I can't imagine what they did during the day because
Yeah, because it's not really made for kids. I mean, there's a pool there and all, but obviously it's cold and all that. What are you going to get into?
and the days that we did lay out on the deck 2 days. It was 2 days.
One,
but,
wasn't it?
No, it was 2 because they couldn't the pool because the water was rough. The water was coming over.
Oh, so they had to have the pools
so
out.
they couldn't have any water in the pool. So
Yeah.
basically, you just laid and soaked up some sun.
That might have been in one of the last videos you saw.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about that. But anyway, so if you want to go and you just want to relax, a cruise in January out of Baltimore where it's going to be cold a few days, it was very... My wife does not like long cruises. 7 days is almost her limit is, but 6 days she wants to come home. But she actually said, and I should have had this recorded but I didn't, that she would have stayed on there they would stay longer on that one. You're such a liar. Stop. So, all right, before we get off of the shore excursions that we did, the last thing I want to share with you guys is that we normally do not, or the last couple of cruises, we have not bought the drink package. And because a lot of times, I think if you watch my videos, you know this, that we have said in the past that sometimes it doesn't pay off unless you're a big heavy drinker. When we were buying these drink packages, we realized that we were almost like forcing us to drink so many a day to get. So we chose not to do it. And because Royal Caribbean is so high, and they don't have, hold on, I gotta drop my paper. Look at my beautiful wife. There you go. Since Royal Caribbean's high and they don't have a drink limit like Carnival does, you can drink up, whatever you want. But our thoughts were we are not that big heavy drinkers. So if we would have paid for that cruise, if we would have paid for it, it would have cost us over $1,000 for the drink package for both of us. So we chose not to do it and just pay pay as we go. And I think we did it in 500, maybe no more than $600 total,
Right.
for both of us. And so to me, it worked, benefited us. It benefited us a whole lot not to do the drink package. So if you're not big heavy drinkers, if you don't do 6-7 drinks a day, and I'm not talking about your waters and I'm talking about strictly alcohol beverages, and I'm talking about mixed drinks, because I think the beers, I think I saw a price of $8 or $9 a pop. So
Right.
it's $60-some a thing. You have to drink 8 beers a day. And for some people, that might not be the problem, just to break even. But if you're not a big heavy drinker, it may not be wise for that. So yeah, so that's what we did for the drink package. So shore excursions. First stop was Charleston, South Carolina. We did a foot by tour, which was not on the cruise line. We booked it ahead of time, and basically it's free tour by foot is what it's called. And what that is you pay like an administrative fee. I think it cost me $3 for total, and then you tip when it's done, whatever you feel like to tip, and that's what it is. And what'd you think of the tour?
I'm not a big history person. It actually, it's boring to me, I'll be honest. I actually enjoyed it and said I'd like to go back and do some of the things that he recommended. So I highly do recommend it. The tour guide, he was amazing. You know, he knew his stuff about Charleston.
Yep, he did. He was really good about it. So he was thoroughly, and he's originally not from Charleston, but he as a kid, he lived in Maryland actually, and then he moved to Charleston, but he's always been fascinated with history and all that, so it was really good. There's a few things that we would like to do, so we might go back for a weekend just for that. So overall, with that, then we went to Hyman's seafood place, which you guys saw. The coleslaw, I am not a coleslaw person, but man, if my wife could make that coleslaw the way they made it, I would totally be a coleslaw person.
We will get back to you on that one.
It was really good, and she was supposed to vlog that because you had mentioned in the video about vlogging me if I ate it, and she didn't vlog it. Yep, I had the camera, so she could have done it anyway, unless I gave it to her. But it was really, really good. Was it she crab soup? Is that what it's called? Yeah, she crab soup.
Yeah. Okay. So, dummy me was thinking, what is she crab soup? All it is female crab soup. That's all it was. So nothing big. If you were from Maryland and you have crab soup, unless you want crab soup, it really is no big deal.
Yeah, they don't use Old Bay. They don't use the seasonings, the Joe. They don't use any seasoning, so it was blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you also had the shrimp and grits,
which was really good. I really enjoyed that. That is North Carolina. South Carolina. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thing. So that was good.
It was
I
good.
would recommend getting that if you ever go there.
Yeah, and then we went to the market. We were on that, so it was a good overall day. Again, like I said, very relaxing day. We were able to do things.
It was cold.
It was cold. It was definitely cold, as you
Very
saw in the
cold.
video. But overall, though, it was very enjoyable and, again, relaxing. And then the next day, we went to Port Canaveral, which we did the Wizard of Oz. What'd you think of that?
I loved it. I found out that I can't skip anymore. He had to show me. So you can interact in the video in the room. It's like this big room, and I was like trying to skip down the yellow brick road and realized I forgot how to skip. Don't judge me.
Yeah. So it was overall it was good and very informative. You saw
learned some things that we didn't actually know about the Wizard of Oz. But you have to go to see it. We're not going to give you any.
I've already gave a few things out.
Wow,
Matter of fact, I remember we're saying that I gave him a teaser about not telling him things, and then actually in the video at the beginning, where we watched the thing, it's all in there.
Oh, gotcha.
Failure on my part. Anyway, so then from there, we decided that, let's see if we get to the beach or close to it, right? So we walked. So again, that also was not done through Royal Caribbean. It was somebody on our Facebook group page said that they were going to think about Wizard of Oz. So I checked it out, bought the tickets ahead of time. We took an Uber over there, and that's it. So the Uber wasn't bad, or actually Lyft. Lyft was actually cheaper than Uber. So when you decide Uber or Lyft, check what's cheaper. Lyft might beat them, so that's what we did. And then instead of taking a Lyft back, we said let's do some walking. We walked down the Ron John, so that was a nice little long walk. We were a couple miles. So that was but it was still, even though we got our
nice
exercise
weather.
in.
Yes,
The weather
which
was
I needed.
the weather was nice, and we, like I said, a lot more walking. It was good. So overall, it was good. We bought some things at Ron John, so we didn't go empty-handed out of there. And then we went to the Cocoa Beach Pier, which we thought was bigger than that, but when we got up to there, I think I showed some of that in the video. It really wasn't any. It was closed for the most part.
Well, we knew it was going to be closed.
I didn't know what it was going to be, so, but it's not what I expected. So then we walked all the way back to the Wizard of Oz Museum, got a lift, and went back to the ship. So, but overall, I would do it again. I don't know if I do the Wizard of Oz again.
I don't know if I do the beach again.
Well, I think we go to a different beach.
Yeah.
But again,
But we take an Uber or a Lyft.
it was another excursion that yeah, it was another excursion that we did not go through through Royal. So then we went to Freeport. That we did do a Royal excursion. The price was okay. It gave you food, it gave you drinks. Not a lot of food though.
Cove?
Yeah, it's Pirate Cove. Pirates Cove, yeah.
Are you proud of me? I remember.
I know. So it was nice. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, now we've already done it once before, but we did it, and we didn't get the food or the drinks. Honestly, spend the money, because if you go and you don't do the food and the drinks, it is expensive.
Yeah, you're definitely paying the food, and even the food though. You only pretty much got one plate.
Well, you could have went back for more.
You could, but that's almost frowned upon almost.
Oh, well, you know, hey.
So, and the food's okay. It's just regular, chicken and rice and stuff like that. But
Right, it was their what was it? It was jerk chicken, right?
yeah, but
Yeah, jerk chicken
but-
and yeah.
but the drinks were, so the drinks itself would be worth it. And I'm talking about, alcohol beverages drinks. So
yeah.
definitely do that. And then we finally went to last one was Cocoa Key, which we gave a whole video just of the tour of that. Hideaway Beach wasn't open at the time, so we need to say we couldn't go to that. I'm not sure if I would. And of course their club beach, I wasn't paying extra money for that, so that was the beach for that part of it.
But we have to say, if you go in January, don't expect that water to be warm. It is cold.
Yeah, we did get in it.
We went in and got right back out.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely it's not the weather.
It's not their summer
Yeah,
weather.
got the Bahamas, so we're not that deep south, but that's for the Bahamas for you. So
Yeah.
who knew? So I think that is it. So by the time you see this video, it will be sometime. Well, you'll see in April, because that's when I'll probably get loaded. Because I still have 2 more videos as I'm recording this. We still have 2 more vlogs.
You're slacking.
No, they're up. I got them dated. And then in May we will go to Alaska. We're gonna do a cruise out of Seattle, and so we will vlog that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, give us a thumbs up and all that.
Have any questions?
Yeah, have any questions, please feel free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get back to you, pretty quick. If I can't find the answer, if I don't know the answer, I'll try to find it for you. But again, we love you guys for vlog, giving us thumbs up and asking the questions that you already have, and we'll keep doing it. So again, we don't do a lot of them videos, but we do at least a couple a year. We don't always do cruises. Next year is Disney World with one of my sons, so we'll probably video that some. So we have some other things planned, but anyway, that's it for now. Do you have anything else you want to look at?
I have nothing.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this final thoughts. If you have any questions, please feel free. But I think we're gonna sign off now.
All right.
And we will see you
See you
guys.
later.
See you next time.